So when I was in college, my experience was a little stunted because I was online schooled from the 7th grade to the 11th grade. So really I had 1 year of a normal high school experience and then I went to college. Luckily, I went to a small college, so at least in that way, the social anxiety wasn't as bad, but I still struggled socially, and I based a lot of my self-worth in my grades. It's not healthy. I know that now, but back then I thought that the grades I got were everything. And I met my match with organic chemistry. I didn't even need to take this class. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I really didn't need to, but at the time I didn't know what I was gonna do, so I thought maybe. But anyway, organic chemistry really broke me. I was struggling. I couldn't understand what was going on. And there would be times where I would be sitting, and again, my social level was not great. I would cry in public places. I know that's not common or normal behavior, but I got a very, very low grade on an organic chemistry exam. It was like 57%. It was a failure. It was fail. It was just not a good score. And mind you, this is like one of the first really bad scores I've gotten in a really long time. Again, my grades are my self-worth. So I'm trying to keep them really high. And my reaction was exaggerated. I was crying. I found a bench outside. There wasn't a lot of people, but it was still outside. People were still around, just holding this exam, crying over it. And a girl, a fellow college student, she was walking by and she approached me and asked me if everything was all right. And I'm just, I show her the exam and I just tell her how I'm feeling, and she sits down and comforts me, makes me feel better by telling me her story about how she needed to take a break from academics and that she's back and mental health stuff. And it was just a really sweet moment. She didn't have to do that. She could have just kept walking, oh my gosh, this crazy girl's crying over something, but she didn't. Like, she took the time out of her day to comfort me, and it did help a lot. And at the time, I again, struggling socially with my family, didn't have many friends. Like, sometimes that random stranger's kindness is all you get, or you being kind to a stranger, that might be all that they're getting that day, that week, that month, that year. That's scary. So, I don't know. I think those random acts of kindness, being kind to people, you don't know, I think it really matters, especially nowadays. But yeah, that's another tale of kindness. Thank you for listening.